On this week's show, we cover the baseball and softball league championship games versus Greenwich and Tamarack and the first round of baseball sectionals versus Mechanicville. All that and more on This Week in SCC Sports. Welcome to This Week in SCC Sports. I'm your host, the voice of the Saints, Brandon Karam, SCC Class of 2020. This week, we start with softball. On Wednesday, the Lady Saints took on Tamarack in the Wasserman League Championship game at Ballston Spa High School. The Lady Saints struggled in the contest, losing 11-2. Cassidy Hayner added a home run and 2 RBIs, and Victoria Albert added 2 hits in the loss. Also on Wednesday, the baseball team took on Greenwich in the Wasserman League Championship game at East Field in Glens Falls. The Saints picked up the win 2-0. Caden Lurch led with 2 hits and 1 RBI, and Dylan Custer added 1 hit and 1 RBI. Charlton was once again dominant on the mound, pitching a complete game shutout, his 3rd of the year, and striking out 12 batters, only allowing 1 hit in the win. Here's Terrell and Coach Lambert.
I think it went pretty good today. Besides hitting was a little slow, but besides that, our defense was great. We got the big championship. Oh my God! You know, he just willed himself on that mound, and he kept keeping that leadoff hitter off base, and that was the key. I mean, he just kept getting ahead of hitters, and you know, he kept his pitch count down. But you know, I'll tell you what really made me proud was the play that Lurchie had, the 2 plays that Lurchie had, especially in the 7th inning. He's been struggling. Lurchie's been struggling, but he comes out and, you know, senior, 7th inning, and I called timeout, and I said, Lurchie, I says, listen, win, lose, or draw, you got to keep your composure, and you can't lose it, you know, because you got to go out and play defense after. You get a hit, and let's go. And he just willed himself across first base, and the intestinal fortitude that he showed was amazing. And then to pick his teammate up on that pick play, that was an easy play because that was a short hop. That wasn't a Charlie Brown throw. I mean, he had a short hop and did a tremendous job. And you know, and I'll have to say it again, Brandon. You know, as the late Sonny Bono and his beautiful wife Cher said in the late '60s, and the beat goes on.
On Friday, the baseball team took on Mechanicville in the first round of Class B sectional play. In a back-and-forth game the whole way, the Saints saw themselves tied 5-5 heading to the bottom of the 7th inning. After a Jake Hart triple, Caden Awad ended the game with a walk-off hit, his 2nd hit of the day. Dylan Custer, Terrell Tillman, and Caden Lurch all had 2 hits and 1 RBI, and Nick Wenzel added 1 hit and 1 RBI in the 6-5 win. Dylan Custer pitched a complete game, striking out 2 batters in the win. Here's Caden Awad, Jake Hart, Dylan Custer, and Coach Lambert.
We played pretty good. Dylan pitched a great game. Terrell had a bunch of good hits. Jake had a good hit. Nick had a good hit. Nice job, dude. Yeah, we did good.
I think all around we did pretty good. I'm happy that we were able to stick with the game and not sort of give up or whatever. But yeah, I'm glad that we stuck to it and we managed to win the game.
I mean, we definitely could have played better. You know, I mean, it's games like these where you really have to come together as a team, and it kind of shows how we can fight adversity and pretty much overcome and beat any team that we set our minds to. So overall, it was a great game that we came together like that. And, you know, I hope Schuylerville is a little less difficult to beat.
Well, you know, I knew it was going to be a battle. When I saw we had Mechanicville, I'm like, you got to be kidding me, because I know Mechanicville's good. I knew they were good last year. The problem is that they really never had any leadership, running the program. Scott, their coach, is doing a hell of a job for them. And I'm going to tell you right now, they're formidable. I was nervous going into this game because I know they're a good team. They got good pitching. Lefty kept us off balance, and you know, they took us to the wire. You know, but I'm very proud of our kids, and you know, I think the single came out, Brandon, in 1966. And as the late Sonny Bono, his beautiful wife Sharon at the time, sang so profoundly, and the beat goes on.
Coming up, here's what's on tap for this week. We will see you next week on YouTube, so stay tuned.